I listen to voters week in and week out in focus groups, and I cannot overstate how big of a shift there has been on just Minneapolis. And one of the things I want to start out with is just the fact that everybody knows what is happening. I talk a lot about what it takes to break through in this noisy information environment. Voters often, we will be talking about something on this show or in Washington, and voters won't have heard about it. Not only has everybody heard about these shootings, but everybody's seen the videos. They've examined them for themselves. And people were already deeply uneasy after the shooting of Renee Good. But to have a second shooting with Alex Preddy, where I got to say, for voters, the Preddy shooting is just much more clear cut. They looked at the Renee Good one, and people were able to tell themselves, well, she was in the car, and how was the car turning? The masked agents, 6 of them jumping on Alex Preddy, shooting him in the back, him clearly having his hands up, just trying to defend a woman that an ICE agent had shoved into the snow, has created a really different environment where people are now saying they are fed up with these sort of over zealousness of these ICE agents, the fact that they're paroling the streets in masks, the backlash. And look, obviously, hardcore Trump voters, many of them will stick with him on this, but the vast majority of the country is just reaching kind of a tipping point on not only do they think this is wrong, what is happening, right? They hired Trump to secure the border. They hired Trump to deport dangerous criminals from the country, but they did not want this, people in our streets. The other thing is, Donald Trump is not doing the thing that voters hired him to do the most, right? If the economy was booming and people's prices were going down, sometimes voters can forgive Trump for a lot of the things he does in that context. But at a time when Trump is not addressing their concerns and he's creating chaos in the streets and they're shooting Americans, that's when you start to see public opinion really start to move.